All right, today was not a good day. It was humbling. It was a reminder. It was a lesson that you learn and relearn, and you know, something that most people know. People like me should already know, but they do make mistakes. It was one of those days, man. So day 28 was a down day. I'm up 24 of those 28 trading days since I started trading full time. I'm down four. Unfortunately, today was my biggest loss, and this loss was bigger than my biggest gain. Not significantly so, but your biggest loss should never be better, or not better, but bigger than your biggest gain, man. That just lets you know that the risk management went off the rails and you did not follow your rules. So a day like today is rare when the S&P 500 is down over 2% intraday, and you only get a handful of days like that a year. And because I like to counter trend trade, I like to catch bounces, I like to fade strength, I like to catch those kind of moves intraday, and I do pretty well doing that. But when you get caught on the wrong end of a day that pretty much trends all day, and you don't have these hard stop losses, see that's when things can really start snowballing in a very negative way. That's also the benefit, though, if you are trading with the trend and trailing your stop, you could catch big moves on a day like today. You could make a massive amount, right? Or you could be on the other end like me, didn't quite work out. So check out the how my day progressed in this little collection of vids on this day trading vlog and journey that I'm about to show. So anyway, I'll come back tomorrow with a clear head. If you want to follow this journey, make sure to subscribe. And overall, in those 28 trading days, I'm still up quite well. You could see a video that I did 2 weekends ago, kind of posting the results. Today definitely took a hit though, man. I do believe I still end up green this week, but yeah, man, you always battling yourself in the markets, right? It doesn't really matter the strategy if you're not really cutting those losses when you need to. And in hindsight, when I'm looking at the charts, see, the problem that a lot of traders have is like you're trading, you often get caught up in trading for what you want something to do as opposed to trading for what it's just doing and going with it, right? We make it way harder than we need to. And I got to remind myself. So even though I took the L today, this is a good reminder and a great lesson. And, so keep that in mind, learn from some of the stuff I'm doing, both good and bad, of course. All right, so it's almost an hour into the training day. It's 10:25 a.m., 55 minutes in. We are down $402.98 roughly. 395.01 right now. So, yeah, some stocks got a lot lower than anticipated. Nvidia, for example, got a lot lower. It's under 120 right now. It opened at around 124. ANET opened around 94, got down to 88. It's back to 90. That got lower than anticipated. Did make a little bit of money on that dip on Robinhood, though. That was nice. But that's the only thing that worked out for me so far outside of the S&P. Usually they always do good on that. We got a little bit of a bounce right now. So I'll keep you guys updated, but right now we're down 427. Let's turn this thing around.
A few moments later.
All right, we are more or less flat. We're up $21. So made some more money on the S&P, the futures options that is, but we're coming back, man.
A few moments later.
All right, well, I was flat earlier. Now it's 12:49 p.m. Market's open for another 3 hours, 10 minutes. I can't believe Nvidia is making new lows as we speak. Yeah, man. It's basically that ANET, TTD, and Nvidia are killing me today, down 13. So this is coming off of about 2,500 up day on Friday, but this is not a good way to start the week.
A few moments later.
All right, market staging a little bit of a rebound. It's 2:41 p.m. Only down about 1,600 now. Tesla, or not Tesla, but Nvidia is back up to 117.38. I can't believe it got down to 114. A couple of stuff coming back. I'm trading in and out of the S&Ps. That's the futures options been my best trade so far.
A few moments later.
Well, that didn't work out. Holy crap. The market got took out Friday's low. We had a nice bounce off the lows, but man, biggest down day yet, 4,000 bucks. So pretty much wiped out what I made. Well, not quite wiped out what I made last week. Last week I had no, I had 3 days that were 2,000 plus. And so I'm still up since last week, but the account, profits are still good overall, but that definitely took a hit, man. Specifically on Nvidia, lost 1,900 on that. Obviously, had to close it all out. ANET lost 1694. I did find on the futures options 740 on that, 348 on the micro e minis. But yeah, that's a hit, man. I do believe we're going to get a very powerful turnaround Tuesday. I can't believe Nvidia was down 10%. That's like an earnings type move, right? 124 to 112 and then closing at 114. So I could definitely see that back over 120 tomorrow. I'll try to buy some near the open, see how it looks. ANET, TTD, those names will be on the radar. We'll see what the futures do tonight. But yeah, that's a nice little hit, man. I think I could get minimum at least half that back tomorrow, if not more. So yeah, you're gonna take those hits, man, and I let things get out of hand. It's just a reminder, um, be very careful with those stop losses because sometimes you're a little loose with them, and it's very rare that the S&P is down over 2% in a day. I mean, we closed down about 1.5%, but intraday, that's very rare. You might only see that once, two, three times a year. But when you get caught on the wrong side of that, thinking you're going to get a bounce, that's where you take these really bad hits. And I got to remind myself, even though this may only happen one, two, three times a year, that could set back like a week worth of gains. So it's just a good reminder, man. We're just trying to get better every day as traders, and the plan is to still end green this week. We gotta climb back from this hole, but I gotta come in fresh tomorrow, not thinking about revenge trading, but more about just executing the way that I need to and controlling the losses if things get out of hand, man. Very volatile lately.